All right, all right. Good morning, everybody. Welcome again to another live stream with Fish and Pips. Let's look at kind of what happened this morning, right? So, 2 a.m. we had GBP news, unemployment rates. Um, that's really what I feel like would have moved GBPs today. They kept it. Unemployment rates were the same, so I mean, nothing really should have happened with that. Um, And then we had, U.S. dollar news drop, retail sales drop at 8:30. So pre-New York. Um, Now today I'm keeping it kind of light. Um, I'm not going to be trading on my actual account. And that's for other reasons today. Actually, for the rest of the week until I get things situated with fun and talent. But um, yeah, that's what we have. We have in 16. I mean, everything else today really up until really late New York. So about 12:30, there's a speech from Powell. Let's look at dollar really quick. Okay, so dollar on the daily has respected that gap that we talked about yesterday. It was kind of teetering. We didn't know too sure as to whether or not it was going to respect it or not. It did, and it looks like we're going clear for this double top here. Um, so dollar does look bullish. I think we're definitely gonna come clear these buy stops here. Um and do what it has to do. Obviously if we break above, we'll be aiming for this yearly high here. So let's look into our charts. So GJ yesterday, right, we were aiming for this weekly low. We got our objective. Now this is where I was going to start looking for buy setups. And there's no buy setups yet, right? I mean, it's been bearish since. We did get some rejection here. So let me go to the higher time frame and see kind of what we have going on. Okay. I think I actually have this marked out on a different chart. Let's look. Perfect. Okay. This is what I have in terms of um so waiting for true buys here. I really wanted to see it come hit 50% of this gap. Um That's going to be the determinant of whether or not we look for longs or shorts for GJ. Yeah, we're pretty close. And again, it's those situations where you have to be stubborn in terms of looking for opportunities. Unless there's something that tells you long, I really won't be looking long until we get to at least 50% of this price gap here. If we just break it down, what we would need for a long and this point, right, is some break of structure here, ideally here, and then a retest. That's the only way I'll be looking long from there. Other than that, it can kind of go ahead and do what it wants to do. So yeah, we'll go ahead and keep that there. Look at this. Kind of keep it on the H1 chart. And on H1, we're looking for this type, at least this structure to break for buys. Euro. Euro from yesterday, right? I know I said I was looking for buys off of this gap. We ended up actually getting a buy opportunity. I did not take it though. It went for 16 pips and turned around, unfortunately. So it didn't reach the objective or have enough momentum to get to where I wanted it to go. Even if I got into this trade yesterday, obviously I would have been aiming for these London stops, and it couldn't get there. And ultimately, I was aiming for the previous weekly high, which we clearly couldn't get there either. So it probably would have been a break-even trade. As of today, um, it looks like it's going lower, and that's the obvious. I think, right, and as I stated yesterday, I think we're ultimately aiming for this yearly low. Granted, it looks like we got close to it, and granted, we did get close to it, but we never touched it, right? Why would why would the market send price so close to the yearly low and not stop out those positions? You know what I mean? So that tells me they needed more liquidity, which they satisfied here at the gap on the H4. They got all the buyers that they needed. Now they can stab out those buyers. And where does that happen? You got buyers here, and ultimately you have buyers here. And if we look even deeper onto the daily, right, we have buyers here. Resting liquidity, right, just sitting there. So we're going to be looking for those to get stopped out. Obviously, in the event where price does come down to here, and we can get a stop hunt or we continue short even more, that's fine. Um, you know, Obviously we're going to be waiting for either long or short setups. Favorable off the yearly low, long setups though. And as of now, EU just looks like it's kind of running. Um, so I'm gonna let it continue running. GU, um, we cleared the weekly low. Let's see where else we can be heading. Cleared the weekly low. Next objective or next spot, I guess we can start to see a play is 37367. That is the low on the weekly. So we'll be looking here. Clearly, there's a momentum favor to want to get there. Ultimately, right, and like I said, I've been talking for about the last 3 weeks now, is wanting to see these equal lows here, right here and here, get stopped out. It's just a matter of when. Last week we kind of got this rejection, um, and this week it looks like we're getting even more momentum to kind of get down there. We can see what the wicks are kind of stepping down. So there's a lot of sell pressure. So I think we can definitely get there. I just don't know. I mean, for a person like me who has, at one point only traded GBP USD for an extended amount of time, I want to say for about uh 6 to 7 months exclusively on GBP USD. Um, Lately, at least for the past, 2 to 3 months, I mean, I I haven't found consistent plays from GU like I used to. Um, I guess that's part of the game, and I've branched off to other pairs, right, like Euro and GJ. Um, and I'm finding those things there. So I'm kind of just, I guess putting more eggs in the basket instead of sticking to one pair. But I think everyone, who's new, fresh to the game, doesn't have a system yet to their trading style. I think and I tell people this all the time, stick to one pair, and I get looked at like I have a third eye, but um, it's gonna benefit you in the long run. So GU is about 30 pips from 30 pips to that weekly. I think you can definitely get there. I mean everything is just too extended in my opinion, or just overran. Where if getting in a sell here, um, you run the risk of getting stuck in a higher time frame pullback. So your position on the smaller time frame has a higher possibility of getting stopped out. Um, you're just better off, honestly, just waiting for a valid opportunity, like a higher time frame pullback, um, or just letting it get to your level, and letting today be the day where uh you put your foot down and say, I mean, there's not trade opportunity there. Market's overextended. I had to wait for a pullback. It's close to my level. Today's going to be a day where I'm a responsible trader and I don't take a trade until my setup's there. And I did get on the charts prior to starting live, and I knew there wasn't going to really be any trade opportunities. But as promised, I'd do an hour a day. Guys, also don't forget, you can join my Discord, right? Link is in the description of this stream. Join the Discord, kind of talk it out. Um, you know, talk with the gang, drop your chart ideas here, and we can go over them on stream. It kind of gives the dead time like this, um, you know, and it gives the opportunity for people to kind of get an idea. And by the way, like when you send your chart, when you send your charts, whatever I say, you don't necessarily have to take it, right? I mean, like I'm just, I guess, giving pointers, or what I think, is possible, or sharing, my opinion, but it's all opinion. Let's see what we could have taken for London. I mean, yeah, nothing for London. Pre New York, right? We broke structure. Um, right, we broke this structure here, retest to a gap. Stop loss could have been above and let that ride. If you miss that, you have structure here, right? We broke below, retest into a gap, stop loss above, and you're rocking on that. GU. GBP USG, right? We broke Asia lows, okay, and we got our retest. And then here we broke structure, retest to a gap. So this was a nice trade opportunity like pre-New York, right? Stop loss above, and then pretty much letting him do what it has to do. GJ, really no way. Yeah, GJ's just kind of been a whipsaw. It's confused on what it wants to do. Let's while we're on downtime, figure out a way to add some background music. Let's see. Yeah, GBP USD really not offering any opportunity. EU running. GJ kind of in a. It looks like it wants to buy up. Like I said though, we did get the rate of the weekly low like we needed. I can almost guarantee that it's divergent. Divergent, right? Um, so it's just waiting for a break of structure, and then we can kind of confirm our buy side opportunities. But as of right now, we will not be doing that. Let's try something real quick, right? We're gonna take a long here. Like I said, this is just a pretty much a BS account. We're at this gap, right? We broke structure. I'm gonna aim for 20. Alright, we're at this gap. Yikes. Let's see. Chat, can you hear background music? We got background music. I'm just trying to figure out like the perfect volume. Let's go long here. Just want to see if this will work. Obviously, it would have been ideal to wait for bond open because of the chance we come back down and then continue long. But I still think on from a higher time frame, we have to wait for this to break up here. But I like the price action. I think once we get to the 100 on the fib, I just collapse the whole trade. It's not really worth it. Like I said, this is a throwaway account. This isn't a trade I would really take. Right, we're actually waiting for the H1 structure break, but I saw this and figured we'd give it a try. It would have been more ideal to wait for a bond open. Like I said, if you're trading like a real account right now, an account you actually care for, and you're looking at the same pair as GJ, EU, GU, today would be the day where you sit there and tell yourself, today's going to be the day I'm not taking any trades. Because there's nothing there. There's really nothing there. at all. Yeah, we're gonna go ahead and close that. I saw clearly coming for these stops here. EU, right? We're waiting for. I mean, GU. We're waiting for this low, this weekly low. Got it from here, right? The low of this candle. So we'll see. I think GJ's ultimately coming for these London stops. Be looking at those. How many pips we are from? 54. 3. Let's see these stops get obliterated here. Like I said, real buys would be at 50% of this gap, ideally. Yeah, I don't think there's any opportunity really for EU or GU. It's so close to that weekly low at this point. GU looking like an inverse head and shoulder forming. I don't know. What time frame? I mean, I know here, and really from higher time frame, low time frame, you can kind of see it. I mean, we got the left shoulder. Um, if the head is gonna form, I want to see the head here. Like stop hunt this low of the week, and then kind of run up. From a daily perspective, yeah, daily for sure. And I mean, if you look at daily, right, we already have our stop hunt of this W trap, so that's our head. We have the left shoulder, right shoulder would again just be where exactly where I said this weekly low. Um, yeah, very possible. And I mean that's where I want to see buys anyways, right? And I got the low from here, right? Because we already cleared these on the week, so I got that weekly low there. Um, we'll just have to see. We'll come up tomorrow and see if we get any buy opportunities. Um, I think for any significant buys to come off today, if even if we did reach this weekly low, it's just gonna consolidate. Um, but yeah, I've been seeing that as well, as far as the inverse head and shoulders. Just have to wait and see. Let's see something. I want to go for these stops. All right, this is GJ. So like I said, this is a BS account, so just trying things. Reason for it, we broke these lows, we stop on it, um, and we came right into this gap here. Right here. Like this is like an $8 account. So what is there to lose on this? Currently not trading my Fun and Talent. I'm waiting for them to get back to me. Once Fun and Talent gets back to me, we'll be back up and running. Alright, so GJ, what are you doing? GJ's just like, it's clearly accumulating. So like they're not giving sell side really any pips and not giving buy side. People went long, really not getting much, and then people were going short, not getting anything either. Got it. Got in it twice. $34, 20-cent profit. I love it. Gonna get myself a McDouble. What $1. That should be like a challenge. Should I start that? On eating what you can make on $100 account. It's like whatever you make for the day, I guess that's what you're eating. If you make nothing, you're not eating shit. You make $2 on your $100 account, go get yourself a packet of ramen. Actually sounds like a valid challenge. I like the 15-minute. I think we can definitely get down here. These are London buys, right? So people have their stop losses there. You know, as mentioned earlier, this is where I want to see the real buys at. Right at this gap. Oh, fucked it up. right? And clearly we're like we want to go long, right? We're divergent. We have to wait for this to break to go long. Um, just a matter of waiting. Come on, attack those stops. It's my motto. Attack those damn stops. Like $1. As you know, as mentioned earlier, yesterday we weren't too sure if dollar was gonna respect this gap, and it pretty much did. It's pretty evident where we're going here, right? for these equal highs. Ultimately, I want to see it get to this yearly high, so something in the aspect of stop hunt and then short, because we also have lows here, right? Um, but seeing, some type of stop hunt to that yearly high. Oh, don't do it to me, GJ. Let's put these break even. I really want to see like aggressive, like really aggressive push down here to get these stops and then kind of do what it wants to do. How do you get the pip count on MT4? How about this, Jeremiah? You click the link in my description, you join my Discord, and I'll drop it in there. I'll drop the pip counter indicator for everybody who's in the Discord. In other words, it will be in here waiting. Let's see what Bruna has here. Okay, this is Great British Pound 4 hour. Very nice. Okay, you use order blocks too. ICT. Very nice chart work. Yeah, so you want to see along here. Same, pretty much same. I'm personally waiting to see if we can get to this low of like 3 weeks ago, which I think could happen very well. Um, and then as someone stated earlier, red pill jerk G looking like inverse on his shoulders. Yeah, very well. We got to stop on left shoulder. We can get our right shoulder formation here. But yeah, it will be in here waiting. People will join. Jeremiah C joined. I'll be dropping that. After the stream, I'll put it in there for everybody. How about that? Yeah, see, I don't like how it's like rejecting. At the same time, though, like we talking about yesterday, these wicks are people buying. And maybe they're just really strong buys here, but like people are buying at these wicks, and they're getting stopped out every time, right? They think, oh, this is support, let me buy. Oh, we're going up, let me buy. Oh, we touched support again, let me buy. Alright, now we're really at support, let me buy. You know what I mean? And they're just getting stopped out. EU reversal incoming. At this point, kind of hard to tell. I'm short EU only because I want to see it come stop on this yearly low. Obviously, there's some support here, and we haven't gotten to it, so it'd kind of be reversing in the middle of nowhere. I think this is just it can probably reach one of these price gaps and then flip. Um, yeah, I don't think any reversal, like yeah, there's no opportunity here for longs. Um, right, like if we're looking at structure, this is the most obvious structure point we'd have to break. And it's almost 10 o'clock in the session, so you're not gonna get too much off of it. Like for EU, your best bet is probably to wait for it to get to this support here, and see what it does there. But ultimately, like I think we're coming down here to this yearly low. I think we're gonna continue short. I mean, if you look at dollar, it's pretty obvious as to where it wants to go, right? Attack the stops. That's my motto. And when you see things as obvious as like equal highs or equal lows, and price is kind of already going in that direction, you could pretty much put the stamp on it that it's going to continue in that direction because it wants to stop them out. Got about a minute left on this candle, and you can see people are still buying at these wicks, and they're slowly getting stopped. Just think of the anatomy, right? If you're a trader entering here, where's your stop loss going? Here? That structure? Or below the wick? Here? Right? You're getting murdered. You enter here, where's your stop loss going? Maybe below this wick? Or structure again? Right? You're getting obliterated. And the same thing's happening over and over again. Um, Like, when you know what you know, to form your trade, you have to think of who you were when you first started and the type of trade you were entering. Uh, like, oh, if this was my first day on the charts, or this was my first month on the charts, if I entered here, where would I put my stop loss, right? When you're going in the opposite direction, understand people are doing that. They're putting their stop losses exactly where you would have put them your first month on the chart, or just any time. You know what I mean? Um, I think it's logical for anybody who entered here or here or here, their stop losses are at the structure point or below the wick. We did have some news drop. Yeah, I mean low impact. Really, this is 12:30. We have Powell speaking, but we'll be off by then. 10 o'clock. Hopefully this doesn't make too much of a high and we just run down. Or it's possible that I put my stop loss to break even too early. Come on, just do what I know you want to do. Yeah, see how EU's like already consolidating. You want to stay out of that. Um, GU kind of slowing down. I mean, it's like just hunching up here. I think we're gonna get here though. Definitely gonna get here. By the end of the day, we'll be down here. I just need that one strong push from GJ. Mm, might be a break-even trade here. Yeah, it looks like we're gonna be break-even here on GJ. Don't do it to me, GJ. Don't do it. It's gonna do it. There goes one. It's gonna open the spread. Look at it. There goes two. Alright, so break even on GJ. Can it still get there? Very well, yes. You know, if the stop losses stayed where they were, we'd obviously still be in it. I just think it was too tight and too much in the equilibrium. But you can see like they got the stops there. Yeah, see. Everything is kind of slowed down here. Obviously, right, we're in that gap territory here for GJ, so still want to see it get down to this gap. Stop out these London stops. We'll have to wait and see. But yeah, guys, today was kind of just if it was my Fun in Town account, no trades would have been taken at all today. Uh, we're obviously still waiting for this point of structure to get broken on GJ for long opportunities. We are divergent and we are at a weekly low, so I do want to see it come above. Nothing on EU would have been taken, nothing on GU would have been taken either. Um, Today was just kind of a mess around day. Yeah, there goes GJ. It's gonna get here. Confident. But that's about it. Like I said, I'll be dropping that pip indicator in the Discord chat. If you're not already in, check the link in the description. You can join for free and drop your chart ideas. We can go over them. Um, as always, see you tomorrow. Happy trading. Um, like, subscribe, comment. Let me know what you guys think. What should I add? What should I take away? What could be different?